Did you know that over 70% of dogs experience anxiety at some point in their lives? It's a staggering number, and it tells us that what you're seeing in your own dog is a shared experience for millions of pet owners. If your pup is pacing restlessly, panting even when it's not hot, or has become your second shadow, glued to you like Velcro, you're not alone in this. These aren't just quirks, they're calls for help. Today, I'm breaking down easy, proven, and humane ways to help your dog feel calm, confident, and secure in their world. Our goal isn't to suppress behavior, but to change the underlying emotion from fear to safety. In this video, you'll get practical tricks you can start using the moment this video ends. No fancy, expensive gear required. We're focusing on building a stronger bond and a more resilient dog. We'll keep it simple, clear, and most importantly, kind. Because when we approach this with empathy, both you and your dog can finally breathe a little easier. So, let's talk about the challenge. What exactly is dog anxiety? It's more than just a moment of stress. It's a sustained state of apprehension about a future or anticipated danger. It can manifest in obvious ways, like destructive chewing, shaking during storms, or refusing to be left alone. That's classic separation anxiety. But it can also be noise phobias, where every clap of thunder or firework sends them into a panic. Or it could be social anxiety, a fear of new people, new dogs, or even new environments. Living with an anxious dog is a constant state of worry. It's stressful for them, and it's deeply stressful for you, the person who loves them most. The first, most crucial step is becoming a detective of your dog's body language. Spot the signs early before they escalate. We're talking about the subtle whispers of anxiety. Whale eye, where you see the whites of their eyes. A low or tucked tail, ears pinned back against their head. But also look for yawning when they aren't tired, excessive lip licking, or a sudden refusal to take a treat they normally love. These are called calming signals. Your dog is trying to self-soothe and tell you they're uncomfortable. The second step is spotting the triggers. What happens right before the anxiety starts? Is it the sound of thunder, the chime of the doorbell, the rumble of a skateboard? Is it the sight of you picking up your keys and putting on your shoes? Your own energy, that little knot of guilt or worry you feel before you leave, can be a powerful trigger too. Get a notebook or use an app on your phone and jot them down. Note the time, the trigger, and the specific behaviors you saw. Seeing the patterns is what makes your progress faster and more effective. Now, before we get to the solutions, let's establish one quick, non-negotiable rule. Never ever punish fear. Yelling at a barking dog or forcing a scared dog to confront their trigger doesn't teach them to be calm. It only teaches them that their person is also scary and unpredictable when they are at their most vulnerable. It teaches silence, not security. Instead, our entire approach will be to replace that feeling of fear with new positive associations. We will build skills, create safety, and empower our dogs to handle the world with confidence. Here's the toolkit we're going to use. Think of these as different layers of support you can offer your dog. First up, deep pressure therapy. A snug-fitting anxiety wrap, like a thunder shirt, provides gentle, constant pressure. It's like a comforting hug that can have a profound calming effect on the nervous system. Make sure it's snug but not tight. You should be able to comfortably slide 2 fingers underneath. If you want to DIY this concept, you can use a folded blanket or a scarf. Just keep it light, never cover the head or restrict movement, and always monitor their breathing and comfort level. This is for short-term, supervised use only. Next, calming scents and pheromones. A dog's sense of smell is incredibly powerful. You can use a diffuser with a drop of dog-safe lavender essential oil placed across the room, not near their bed. Even better, consider a vet-recommended pheromone diffuser like Adaptil, which mimics the calming pheromones a mother dog releases. A critical safety note: never, ever apply essential oils directly to your dog's skin or fur. Their systems are far more sensitive than ours. Now for a fun one, the Find It game. When your dog is feeling a little anxious, toss a handful of small, high-value treats on the floor and say in an upbeat voice, "Find it." The act of sniffing is scientifically proven to lower a dog's heart rate and arousal level. It gives their brain a productive job to do, redirecting their focus from the scary thing to a rewarding task. Let's talk about enrichment. This is a game changer. Lick mats smeared with yogurt or peanut butter, frozen Kongs stuffed with their food, snuffle mats for foraging, and puzzle toys all encourage licking, chewing, and problem-solving. These repetitive, self-soothing behaviors release calming hormones like endorphins, effectively de-stressing your dog from the inside out. Movement is also key, but the right kind of movement. For an anxious dog, a brisk, structured walk where they get to stop and sniff everything, what I call a sniffy walk, is far more beneficial than a frantic drag race down the street. Let them gather information with their nose. In fact, just 5 minutes of dedicated nose work or sniffing games can be more mentally tiring and calming for an anxious pup than 20 minutes of frantic fetch, which can sometimes increase adrenaline. Sound therapy is another powerful tool. Low-volume white noise, a fan, or specially designed gentle classical music for dogs can mask sudden startling noises from outside. The key is to pair the sound with good things. Play it during meal times or when you're giving them a chew toy, so your dog learns that this sound equals safety and relaxation. And never underestimate the power of a solid routine. Dogs thrive on predictability. When meals, walks, playtime, and rest happen at roughly the same times each day, it removes uncertainty from their world. A predictable world is a safe world, and that builds immense trust. Training is not just about obedience, it's about communication and confidence. We'll teach a specific settle on a mat cue later, but the principle is simple. Teach a calm behavior, give it a name, and reward it generously. Keep your training sessions short, just 1 or 2 minutes, and end on a high note. These are big wins for their confidence. If your dog is crate trained and sees it as their safe space, lean into that. Make it a cozy den with a comfy bed, a cover over the top to reduce visual stimulation, and a special chew toy they only get in the crate. The crate should always be a sanctuary, never a place of punishment. For specific triggers, we use a process called gradual desensitization and counter-conditioning. This means exposing your dog to a tiny, non-scary version of the trigger, like a recording of thunder at volume 1 out of 100, and pairing it with something amazing, like chicken. The goal is to stay sub-threshold, meaning your dog is aware of the trigger but not scared. We're changing the association from thunder is scary to thunder makes chicken appear. Think 1% harder each session, not 100%. For separation anxiety, we build alone time skills the same way. Start by just stepping out of sight for a few seconds. Return before your dog has a chance to panic. Reward the calm. Slowly, over many sessions, you'll build up to 30 seconds, a minute, and then longer. It's a slow process, but it's how you build lasting confidence. Okay, out of all these tools, my absolute favorite, the one I consider a true game changer, is the Calm Mat Protocol. This isn't just a trick. It's teaching your dog an emotional off switch. Here's exactly how I do it. Step 1. Charge the mat. Pick a specific mat, towel, or bed that will only be used for this training. Make it special. Place it on the floor. The very instant your dog even glances at it, say yes, and drop a high-value treat on the mat. Don't ask for anything else. Just look, get a treat. Repeat this 5 to 10 times in a 1-minute session. Step 2. Build value. Soon, your dog will start offering to interact with the mat. When they put 1 paw on it, yes, and treat on the mat. 2 paws, yes, and treat on the mat. If they sit, treat. If they lie down, that's the jackpot. Give them a handful of treats, one after another, right on the mat. The mat is becoming a magnet for calm, rewarding behavior. Step 3. Add a cue and distance. Once your dog is reliably going to the mat, you can add a verbal cue like place or mat. Say the cue, point to the mat, and reward them when they get there. Start by sending them from just one step away, then two, then from across the room. Always keep your sessions super short and fun. Under 2 minutes is perfect. Step 4. Layer on the relaxation. Now we stack our tools. Once your dog is settled on the mat, offer them a lick mat or a long-lasting chew to enjoy there. While they're busy, you can sit nearby and take some slow, deep breaths. Your calm energy is contagious. You can also play that soft white noise in the background. You're not just teaching a place command, you're teaching a comprehensive calm routine. Step 5. Generalize the skill. This is where the magic happens. Take the mat on the road, practice in another room, then practice near the front door. Then try it during a very mild trigger, like light rain tapping on the window. The mat becomes a portable safe zone. The key is to always work below their panic level, ensuring they are successful. For a bonus power-up, you can pair the mat protocol with other tools. Have your dog wear their snug wrap while on the mat, or have the pheromone diffuser plugged in nearby. This creates an incredibly powerful, multi-sensory message of safety. After a week or two of consistent, short sessions, you'll witness something amazing. When your dog hears a strange noise or feels a bit unsure, you'll see them choose to go to their mat on their own. That isn't obedience, that's self-regulation. You've given them a tool to manage their own feelings. Now let's talk about some quick fails to avoid. The biggest mistake is flooding, which is overexposing your dog to scary things hoping they'll get over it. They won't. It makes anxiety worse. Also, avoid changing 10 things at once. Introduce one new tool or technique at a time. And finally, don't underestimate the power of sleep. An overtired dog has a much shorter fuse. Rest is a vital part of training. It's also critical to know when to call in the professionals. If your dog's anxiety is severe, leading to full-blown panic attacks, self-harm like chewing their own skin, a complete refusal to eat, or aggression, it's time to talk to your veterinarian. They can rule out medical issues and discuss options. They may also refer you to a certified professional, like a veterinary behaviorist or a certified dog behavior consultant. Sometimes behavior medication is a necessary and kind step to help a dog's brain be receptive to training. It's not a magic pill, but it can be a crucial part of the solution. So, to recap our action plan. First, become a detective and identify your dog's triggers. Second, build a predictable daily routine. Third, use the power of their nose with sniffing games and enrichment. Fourth, consider tools like gentle pressure wraps, calming scents, and sound therapy. And fifth, train the powerful calm mat protocol as their go-to coping skill. Remember, small, consistent reps create big, lasting change. I know this is a lot of information, but you don't have to do it all at once. If these tips helped, I would love for you to drop a comment below with your dog's name and the one thing you're excited to try first. Is it the Find It game? Or starting the calm mat? If you want more practical, kind, and effective pet care insights, hit that subscribe button. And please, share this video with a friend who loves their pup as much as you do. You might just make their day, and their dog's. Building a calmer life for your dog is a journey, not a race. Be patient with them, and be patient with yourself. You've got this, and so does your dog.